Yeah, I don't know why I still just look like zoomed back. I don't know why it looked like that, but I have to roll with it. Happy Sunday, everybody. Y'all come on in, hit the like button.
Come on in.
Let me go see what it look like on YouTube.
Okay.
Hey, knit and crochet. Happy Sunday, Queen.
Hey, Queen.
Yep, it look like I'm zoomed out.
I think it's something to do with your camera settings. Is she there? Nope, she's not.
Nope, it's got something to do with the stream, y'all.
Oh.
Because it's showing both of us look like that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's just, I don't know. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Y'all come on in, hit the like button. Make sure you go tell a friend. Hey, Amandra. She says, Happy Sunday. Hey, Leonica. She says, Hey, Tan and Kara, liked and share. Happy Sunday.
Hey.
Catherine. She says, Hi. Tamika says, Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Queen. Leonica says, Hey, everyone in the chat. I'm blessed on. Hey, Queen. She says, Hello to everyone. Hey, Queen Amber. She says, Good evening, ladies. Hey, Queen Autism Mommy.
Hey.
Happy Sunday. Y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, Hey, I'm blessed on. She says, Hey, Autism Mommy. Hey, Marcellus. He says, Hey, Queens. I hope you had a fabulous Christmas. God bless you, ladies. Thank you, King. God bless you as well. Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, Hello, beautiful two chicks, Queens. Leonica says, Hey, knit and crochet. I'm blessed on. Says, Hi, Leonica. Autism Mama says, Hey, Leonica. Leonica says, Hey, sis Sherry. Hey, Queen Vanita. She says, Hello, two chicks and chat family. How's everyone? Hope y'all's day was a good one. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Hey, Queen Wanda. She says, Happy Sunday, everyone. Queen Sherry says, Hey, sis Leonica. Hey, Queen Pamela. She says, Hello, ladies. Hey, Queen Lillian. She says, Hey, family in chat. Leonica says, Hey, Lillian. And Lillian says, Hey, Leonica. And Queen Knit and Crochet. She says, Hi, Leonica. Uno King. Hey. They say hi from Los Angeles. All right. LA is in the building. Thank you, Queen Catherine. She says, I liked and share. Look who we got here, Queen Cynthia. Hey.
Hey, Queen.
Cynthia says, Hi, two chicks and two chicks fam. Leonica says, How are you, Lillian? Cynthia says, Liked and share. Leonica says, Hey, Cynthia. And Lillian, she says, Happy Sunday to all. Y'all come in, hit the like button. Make sure you share. Go tell a friend.
Thank you.
That we are live today. Lillian says, I am good, Leonica. How have you been? I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday.
Yes.
And if anybody made any money while they were out on the holiday, y'all let us know in the chat. If you work some of your side gigs or side hustles and you want to share the good news, please drop it here in the chat. Thank y'all. Hey, Pretty Petra. She says, "Hey everyone, happy Sunday, fun day. Thank you, ladies, for all that you do." Thank you,
Thank you.
Queen. Leonica says, "Not good, Lillian. She lost her uncle a few hours ago. Sorry to hear that, Queen. Sending my condolences." Lillian says, "Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Queen Tanisha." She says, "Hey, two chicks and everyone." Hey, Queen Sandra. She says, "Good evening, two chicks and family." Good evening.
Hey.
Hey, Angelia. She says, "Hey, Queens. I am on the books for Outlier, $98 first 4 days. Then they stopped and back on. I am on the books for Outlier, $250. Okay, Queen." She says, "Yay, me."
All right, Queen.
Congratulations. That's some good
Yes.
money, girl. 250. I'm pretty sure you'll get more.
Yes.
Outlier has been on fire these last
Mm-hmm.
few months. So I'll go and get the link for that one if anyone here is interested. Outlier is a non-phone, no interview work when you want company. And we do have several queens here, and we got a few kings here that have made money within the last, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 weeks off of this company.
Okay. Yes.
So y'all be sure to check this one out. Good egg, kings and queens, to get in the basket. Lillian
Yeah.
says, "I am so sorry." Wait a minute. She says, "I'm so sorry to hear that. Praying for you and your family, Leonica." Uno says, "Yes, I work my cleaning business and cleaned 3 new residents near the Getty Museum." Oh, well, congratulations, Uno, on getting 3 new clients.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Tanya. Tanya says, "Hello to everyone." Leonica says, "Thanks, Cara." She says, "Thanks, Lillian." Tanisha says, "My condolences to your family, Leonica." Is it Toy? I think it's Toy. She says, "Good evening, everyone." Good evening, Queen. Leonica, she says, "Thanks, Tanisha." Tamika says, "Sorry for your loss." Cynthia says, "Condolences and prayers to you, Leonica, and the family." And Leonica says, "Thanks, Tamika." Hey, Queen Beatrice. She says, "Good evening, guys, girls in chat. I got approved for Outlier. Thanks to y'all and the kings and queens on the chat. I listened and followed directions." She says, "I am on Cambly now waiting for my student."
All right. Congrats, Queen. Congrats.
Congratulations, Queen.
Yes.
So
It's good
again,
to see Queen Beatrice getting on and getting her feet wet.
in her
She
eggs.
got came and she moving on up. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Queen.
So Queen Beatrice, everybody, got on with
Yeah.
Outlier. So y'all be sure to take a look. The link is in the chat. Angelina said, "Yeah, it's 350 now." Okay, girl. Well, that's
All
good. It's
right.
going up. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
Leonica says, "Thanks so much, Cynthia." Jessie, she says, "Tell me about Outlier. You are training AI bots. It's a
Mm-hmm.
non-phone, Queen, and you work
They
when
have
you want."
different projects that they do. So it just depends on what project you get. We have queens. I think a lot of queens have been getting the Aether, AETHER project. And
Mm-hmm.
apparently that has been a great project for a lot of people on our channel. Queen Meeks is able to get upwards of $700 to $800 a week. I think I can't remember. We have other kings and queens getting.
That's right.
Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Carol.
That's right.
Yeah. We have
I said
other
that's right
kings
on the
and
money for me.
queens who are um, who are getting great money on here. On Outlier. I'm sorry, not here.
Monique, she says, good evening, everyone. I'm planning to take the test on Outlier now. Okay, Queen. Cynthia says, hi, Lillian. Angela, she says $350 now total and still pushing. Congrats.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Beatrice, she says, thank y'all so much. You welcome,
You're
Queen.
welcome, Queen.
Good evening, Jay. Jay says, good evening, guys, and I'm sorry for your loss. I have made almost $2,000 on Outlier. All right, girl.
All right, Jay. Congrats. Congrats.
Congratulations. That's good. Good
All
news.
right. And you see, Queen, these kings and queens are making money on Outlier. So don't miss the boat. These are 1099 positions. They are not guaranteed to have um, money. I mean, money. They're not guaranteed to have work all the time. So get it while the getting is good. Get on these things while the getting is good.
Yeah, you got to get it while it's good, while it's
Hmm.
good. Because if you don't, it will be up today and could be down tomorrow. So
Yeah.
you got to get it while the getting is good, as Tan said, while it's on fire. It's hot right now. Lillian says, congrats, Beatrice. Hey, Angela. She says, hey, everyone. Good evening. I won't be on her long. It's the Bears game. I had a shot
Oh
with
yeah.
25. Okay. She says, bonus total 53 donut shop. I just completed 3 gig spot $20 Burlington, and she has 3 tomorrow. All right,
All
girl.
right. Angela.
Congratulations, Queen.
All right. And again, those are good. And go Bears. Bear down. Anyway. um, those are great shops. They are $20 each, and they take about 20 to 30 minutes to do.
Yeah. So I will go and get the link for Gig Spot if anyone here is interested in this one. This one is a mystery shop site, but Queen Angela, she is doing the audit shops. I found the perfect compliment. So these pay really well. Hey, Queen Debbie. She says, good evening, you two lovely young ladies and everyone locked. Tanisha says, congrats, Beatrice. Monique says, for those of you on Outlier, how great does my writing sample need to be? Can I do it while listening to this video? Angela says, my condolences, Leonica. Leonica says, thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Hey, Jennifer. Leonica says, thank you, Angela. Angelique says, anyone have suggestions on the TELUS digital assessment? I passed the first 2. I am on the 3rd test. Didn't pass the 3rd test, but she does have one more try.
Oh.
So if anybody has any information on the TELUS, y'all be sure to let us know.
Hmm. I know in the past, they said people who took the TELUS exam, and I'm not sure which exam it was or whatever, they said that all the answers can be found in the whatever documentation they give you. And they say you can control F, which is the find. I don't know if you're on a Mac or whatever. Use the find tool to be able to type in the question, and it will give you the part of the documentation that the answer is located in. That's what we were told. I may be wrong.
Let's see. Leonica says, thank you, Angela. Monique says condolences to Leonica. Jay says, Monique, take your time with your writing sample. Leonica says, congrats, Angela. She says, thanks, Monique. And Angelia says, condolences to the family. Monique says, thanks, Jay. I will do it tomorrow morning. Then when I'm fresh, I don't want to miss the opportunity to join. Miss Q Murphy, Outlier is a task-based type of platform where you are training the AI bots, but they do have different projects. It's a non-phone side hustle, but some people work it like a job. Tanisha says, congrats, Jay. Cynthia says, driving back from Elgin, Texas, and she's listening. Be careful, Queen. Angela says, I'm still working on Outlier and how you pronounce this? Kakatoa project. She says RWS and still working on the project with Appen 400 plus. Congrats on all the wins. Oh, well, congrats.
All right.
Congrats to you. Monique says, congrats, Jay. Tamika says, congrats, Jay. Jay says, thank you, everyone. My friend also won the 5K bonus 2 weeks ago. Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, congrats to your friend.
Right.
I'm Blessed Stone. Did you hear the explanation Tan gave about Outlier? Beatrice, she says, thanks, Tanisha. Angelia says, do we have to have recording equipment when we go out? I signed up for a gig spot. I don't think so, Angelia.
It depends on what type of shop it is. There are some apartment shops that require videos, but there are also ones that don't, and the audit shops do not require does not require you to have video.
Debbie says, of course, hype, liked, and shared. Thank you, Queen. Knit and crochet. She got a testimony. She says, Iron Star, she got 17. Free cash, 34. Just play, 853. Top surveys, 1180. And Pogo, 418. All right, girl. Congratulations. Monique says, congrats, Angela. Hey, Teresa. She says, hey, two chicks and family. Beatrice, she says, condolences, Leonica, and she says, thanks. And Leonica says, hey, Teresa. Angelia says, Outlier, you have to keep the mouse moving when you are taking the Outlier test. You have to keep the mouse moving while taking the Outlier, she says, and take your time. Hey, Tenny. Tenny says, hey, two chicks in chat. Teresa says, hey, Leonica. Hey, Queen Mo Better. She says, hey, ladies. Autism Mommy, she says, condolences to your family, Leonica, sending love and prayers. Queen Ma Better says, hello, chat. Leonica says, hey, Queen Ma Better. She says, thanks so much, Autism Mommy. Queen Ma Better says, hey, Leonica. Lillian says, hey, Teresa. Monique says, Angelia, she says, thank you for your tip. I will take the writing test in the morning. I don't want to risk not being selected for the project. And Angelia says, they keep sending me the phone for a gig spot asking for a recording. Monique says, Angelia, can you clarify? There are shops that are strictly phone and on-site, and phone and on-site, and possibly video shops.
I'm getting.
All right, Tan, I made it to the end. No, you got to do your little speech.
All right, we are going to get started. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am Tangi.
And Tangi is the goat, and I am Carol.
And Carol is the GOAT. And together we are two chicks with the side hustle. On this channel, we post remote jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So basically, what we do is we help people who want to work from home or who want to create streams of income by way of side gigs and side hustles and don't know how to get started. We are here to give our advice and our tips and tricks on how we have made it work for us. And we have a great group of individuals in the chat who come on every time we hit the live to help because they love working from home and creating side gigs and side hustle income streams as much as we do. And they come and give their tips and tricks and their strategies. So make sure if you are new, you grab a pen and a piece of paper because there will be a lot of knowledge sharing in the chat. There will be a lot of celebration going on because we have kings and queens who have done side gigs and side hustles that we have talked about and created streams of income. So make sure if you are interested and you are new, make sure you type I'm new in the chat and also write down some of these companies we talk about tonight. Some of the side gigs and side hustles. Go look them up. Go check them out. If you have any questions, make sure you write them down and come back and ask questions. The only way that you will learn or implement any of these things is that you try to do them. Just sitting on here watching us talk about them or listening to us talk about them is not going to make you any more closer to your goals than what you were when you came on here. There are a lot of people who earn money. There are a lot of people who sit behind this bookcase and just listen to us. But I promise you, if you take what these people are saying, these things that they do, and you try them out for yourself, come back and get the tips and tricks because there are ways that will increase your earnings. So make sure you write them down. Research. We always say research because you understand the way you understand things. We can get on here and talk about these things, but until you do your research and figure out how you can implement it in your life, the information is no good. So make sure you research and implement. And if you're having trouble, if you are trying to figure out how can I make this work for me, come back, ask your questions, ask these kings and queens what they are doing to earn the money, how they are earning it. They are willing to share. We are not gatekeepers over here. If we know about side gigs and side hustles, y'all know about side gigs and side hustles. So make sure you, again, put your questions in the chat. If you've earned any money from any side gigs or side hustles, if you've gotten an interview, or even a callback, or if you got a work from home job, please let us know so we can celebrate you. Carol will be reading the chat and we will be answering questions. So make sure you put them in the chat. Thank you.
You're not welcome. Queen, my better. Why you say you late, Queen? She says, wait, I'm late. No, you actually was on time today. And I don't know why I left off it. Let me see. Angelia, she says they stopped Outlier for a minute last night and I had to resume it. They stopped the project. I haven't been on today. Okay. Monique says, Angelia, what do you mean when you are saying recording? You may have to record the telephone call, but there is a number that you can use that is embedded in the shop. You can only see the telephone number to record the shop when you are logged into the website. It doesn't work from the Gig Spot app.
Mhm.
That's a good tip. Leonica says she
Yep.
has 266 on Pillar 8, $1.90 on Money Time, 577 on Vibes, 843 on Free Cash. I gotta play catch up on my side hustles because my internet was out for 3 days. Okay, well,
Oh,
congratulations on what you got. Monique said, Leonica, are you okay since you said your internet was off? Teresa says, way to go, Leonica. Hey, Forthorn. She says, happy Sunday, everyone. Bree says, do you encourage your viewers to share referral codes? It just depends, Bree. We have to know what it is. Uptown Girl Villa, Pillar 8, that's a new company. We are not really promoting that one because nobody has been paid out just yet. I think January people will start to see an income from them, but can't guarantee that because we don't know. We don't really know about that company.
yeah.
So that one, I would say try it at your own risk, but you are reading scripts. It's like a recording where you read the script and then you confirm the recording. Um, B9 Divine, she says she's new. Welcome, Queen. Tanisha says, congrats, Leonica. Sherry says, pay Viewpoint, MSR, Viewpoint, Vibe. She cashed out. She says, I forgot money time also. All right,
All
Queen.
right.
Congratulations. Blessed Stone says, I did hear about LA. I asked the question earlier. Thank you, Kara. Okay. Angelia says, thanks, Monique. I will go online on my laptop. They say we will reveal once you take the assignment. Leonica says, yes, I was able to get my internet back on Friday evening, Monique. Thanks so much for asking. She says, thanks, Tanisha and Teresa. Uptown Girl says, I passed the assessment for Outlier, but was never given a link to complete onboarding. There is nobody that I could find to help with that issue.
Mm.
Did you reach out to support?
Yeah.
From what we hear, they respond fast.
Yeah.
Leonica says, congrats, Sherry. Hey, Carlton. He says, hello, everyone. Teresa
Hey.
says, you're welcome, Leonica. And Queen Sherry says, thanks, Leonica. So if anybody else has any good news, testimonies that they want to share, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. And I know we do have some new kings and queens on here today. So if
Yeah.
you are a beginner and you are looking for beginner friendly jobs, I do have a list of 30 companies. Now, some of these you don't have to do interviews, you can pretty much work whenever you want. Some of them do have set schedules. So I'll put the link here. Yeah. Monique says, Uptime Girl, try logging out of the website and logging back in, Outlier, and going to the icon with your name. I'm going to put it up here. Thank you, Queen. She says, in the left-hand corner, they usually populates info to finish your profile.
Mm.
B.I. Divine, you welcome, Queen. So I did put a list of the 30 companies in the chat. I think VeriFast is still hiring from
Yeah.
what some of the queens said last week. That is a good one. They are state specific, so just make sure you check first to see if your state is one of the states that they hire in. Number 2, Alorica, that's another good one. That one provides equipment. But with that one, I think you might have a set schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Next Rep is a good one, number 4. They are hiring also. And number 6, Working Solutions, I know they were hiring for the Intuit client.
That is a good one. A lot of companies will be hiring for the Intuit client. So if you are a beginner and you are wanting to work from home, sign up for the Intuit client. That is a good one to start off with because you are not doing taxes, but you are supporting the TurboTax software.
Mm-hmm. Um, Uno King says Leonica Pillar 8 Money Time buys free cash. Can you share more info? Monique, she says Uptown Girl, sorry, right hand corner, not left hand corner. Leonica says, yes, it is. I have it on my tablet since day one. Monique says, Very Fast is still hiring. However, they have information sessions that you have to attend before joining. Okay. And BI9 Divine, she says, oh, okay, thanks. Tanisha still cranking out that money on Click Worker. Right, Queen? She says she cashed out 511 with Click Worker and 2205 is pending. Congratulations, Tanisha. Click Worker is a good egg. We was talking about this egg last week on the channel. So if you are new here, welcome to the channel. We not only talk about remote jobs, work from home jobs, part-time, full-time, but we also give you guys options with the side gigs and the side hustle. So if you have put in a lot of applications and maybe nobody has emailed you back, I would say take a look at some of the side gigs and the side hustles that some of the kings and the queens are doing, because a lot of them only do the side gigs and side hustles, and some of them make more than people working a 9 to 5 job. Autism Mommy has 57, I think. I can't keep up, but I think she has 57 or 58, probably going towards 60, but she has a lot of side gigs and side hustles. And this queen is also, she's homeschooling.
Mm-hmm.
She said, wow. But she's not the only queen that has
Yes.
a lot of them. We have several that have a lot of side keys and side hustles. One of our queens, Queen Helen, she is 65. And this queen, she has like 50 something. I think it's 54 now, 54 side hustles. Monique says, Tanisha, congrats. I need to do Click Worker. I signed up after all of you talked about it last week and see some projects out there. Thanks for sharing. Uptown Girl says, Monique, yes, I set up the off platform account, but never got an invite link that was supposed to be at the bottom of the instruction page. Tanisha says, thank you, Monique. Teresa says, way to go, Tanisha. Leonica says Pillar 8 is where you record the scripts on the screen and get paid, and the rest are gaming apps. Angelia says, yes, Very Fast is hiring. I had an interview in all of days. My Zoom, I am on the interview Zooms, and the Zoom's microphone crashed. They had us in a meeting, asked if I could retry. Angelia says, Tan, what was that about Intuit?
Oh, they usually hire through like Live Ops, Omni, Next Rep, Working Solutions, and you are supporting the Intuit software. You will not be doing taxes. You will be helping users that use the Intuit software if they run into an issue. And it is really easy because they have a database of preset questions that it's like a Bible that for Intuit, and they have a lot of questions that people call and ask at commonly asked for, and you can just type the question in the database and then it will give you the answer. And you can, if you're working the chat, you just copy and paste the answer. If you're working the telephone, you're just reading the answer. It's not really hard.
Tanisha says, thank you, Teresa. Uno King, he says, thanks. Sandra says she has $100 pending with Ellis. I plan to do more shops this week. That's good. Congrats,
Mhm.
Queen, on the $100. And Ellis is a good one, everybody. If you are new here and you want to try out Mystery Shop, Ellis is the perfect one to
Yeah,
start with.
that is a good one.
Yep, this is a good one. So with the mystery shops, the task-based sites, the survey sites, you don't have to do interviews. So nobody's going to contact you for an interview. You don't have to have a resume. You don't need experience. If you can read and follow directions, you can do these side gigs and side hustles. Simple, easy to do. And if you have questions, if you're doing mystery shops and you run into a brick wall, a stumbling block, and you really just don't understand what the shop is about, contact me. I can help you understand what the shop is about. And if you have questions,
Thank Carol froze. So, yeah, Ellis is a good mystery shop. You don't have to have an interview. You can go sign up. A lot of the Ellis shops, they do have bonuses. So we do have kings and queens who are making upwards of $1,000 a month doing Ellis shops. We had one queen, she was part of the government shutdown, and she was able to make over 2K in 1 month doing Ellis shops. Now, they are basically all the same. Once you do one, you have done another and another. Basically, you will be going in acting as if you were a renter, and you, excuse me, and you will be looking at the apartment communities. You may have to call prior to going to the community. It will be outlined in the directions of the shop that you accept. Everything that you need to do prior to going and while you are there will be outlined in the shop. So if you can follow directions, read and follow, comprehend and follow directions, you can do Ellis. You don't have to have an interview. You don't have to go through a process to get hired. It is basically you fill out, say you want to do mystery shops. They will accept you usually in a day or so, maybe less than that, and you can start accepting shops. So don't think that this is rocket science. It is not, I promise you. Ellis is a good one again because they have bonuses. They give bonuses. Sometimes the bonuses can be 2 or 3 times the shop. The shop may pay $30, $40 and the bonus may be $120, something like that. So it is not unheard of for kings and queens to earn upwards of $200 per shop. So yep. So make sure you check it out. If you are new here, check out Ellis. There are a lot of kings and queens who do Ellis. Ask questions if you don't understand. If you sign up and you go on there and you do not understand what you are doing, come back. Ask these kings and queens. Ask me, because we are all here to help each other. We are just not here to see ourselves succeed. We are here to see everyone succeed. So again, if I were new here, I would again write down all these companies that we are talking about. And if I'm interested, I would go in and look at them. We put all the companies that we talk about in the chat. So again, don't think that we are talking about things that are not attainable. These things are attainable. We have talked about these things since we have been on YouTube, and we have had kings and queens who have been successful in either A, obtaining a work from home job, or B, doing these side gigs and side hustles and being able to maintain their household with those. We have queens and kings who only do side gigs and side hustles. They do not work a traditional, and I'll put that loosely, traditional job from home. They only do side gigs and side hustles. Again, what we call side gigs and side hustles are usually things that you can do on your own time. There's no set schedule. You are not bound by anything. Nobody's looking over you. You don't have a supervisor. You can do these things pretty much without having to talk to anyone, without having to do anything. You are basically on your own. And again, we have kings and queens who only do these and earn a full-time income doing a lot of these side gigs and side hustles. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Are you hustling backwards? You may be, because sometimes we will have something in our mind that we are trying to do, but we are not taking the proper steps to get there. So first, I think a lot of times when people come on here and they see a lot of people's testimony and what they are doing, maybe there's a somebody come on here and they see, hey, I seen somebody making $1,500 a month from Ellis. I see somebody making maybe $2,000 a month from Outlier. But you have to think about it. You have to have something you working towards. If it's you're trying to be debt free, if it's you're trying to have extra money so you can take that trip, you have to have something you're working toward. Otherwise, you're spinning your wheels and you are not. Some people get on here because they don't want to work a job and they want to do the side gigs and side hustles. And so we will come. A lot of people will come on here and say, okay, well, I'm going to try one thing. And they would try that one thing and then not successful at it because maybe it wasn't for you. Maybe you didn't have the right outlook going into it. So I feel like if we are going to hustle, we need to hustle smarter. We need to figure out why we're hustling, what we need, how much money we're going to need, what we're going to need to do to make this thing successful for us. What does success with these side gigs and side hustles look like for you? What do they look like for you? So your outlook or what your success may not look for the next to the person who's next to you in the chat. It's not going to look the same. My reason for why it's not going to look the same. So for me, I'm a goal-oriented person. I need to know something I'm working towards. So if it's, hey, I'm going to do these side gigs and side hustles because I know, hey, in October when fall break comes, I want to take my kids to, wherever we want to go and we're going to have a good time. So I'm going to work towards that because I'm going to use these side gigs and side hustles for that purpose. So I think a lot of times we get on, and especially, I'm guilty of it too. We see these people, they're on Outlier making $800 a week, and I want to make $800 a week, but why do I need to make $800 a week? Why am I going to need the $800 a week? And I know we all need it to live, but I'm just saying sometimes we need a why to push us to where we want to go. We need a why. And a lot of times if we don't have that why, we tend to be lax. Your why may be, hell, I got bills to pay. And I mean, that's a lot of us. That's why a lot of us is out here trying to hustle, is because we got bills to pay. And that's true. We all have bills to pay. But again, what is a reason you want to, and if you are, again, you have a full-time job and you're looking for something part-time, you know why. Get some of these side gigs and side hustles because they don't have the same constraints on it that a work from home job would, and they do pay sometimes a little bit more than a work from home job. They do. So make sure you are checking that out. Let me see. Make sure you are checking that out, and make sure you are not have an open mind when it comes to making money, because a lot of times we are so used to people saying, hey, I'm going to pay you $15 an hour. I'm going to pay you $20 an hour. Hey, I need $20. I need $25. I need this. I need that. But again, you never think of these task based things. If Carol can go into Burlington and count 100 medium shirts, and when she gets out, she makes $20, and she can do that twice in an hour. That's $40 an hour. Whereas if you were on that part-time job, you would be working what 2 to 3, what 3 to almost 4 hours to make that same $40. Did I get that right? No, I ain't get that right.
With
Maybe
the
three.
$10 an hour, yeah.
Well, I said 15, but you get the picture. You know, so a lot of these task-based things, the Ellis, the survey sites, a lot of these things that are task-based tend to pay more. And again, we'll talk about how you can create streams of income using these things by what we call stacking a lot of the side gigs and side hustles. I tried to pick up while you but
Where I left off it.
I didn't read anything.
Yeah, if you see me go out again, that's because it's raining over here. Coming down. Teresa says you're welcome, Tanisha. I did post Working Solutions. Working Solutions is the company that is hiring thousands right now for Intuit. Tanya, she says, hello, everyone. Hello, Queen. Leonica says, you're welcome, Uno King. Angelia says, thanks, Tan. I almost don't want to go back to my job since they downsized, not having to talk on the phone.
Oh.
Tanya says she got paid $4.90 with Outlier this week. Congratulations, Queen. That's good. And I think you explained Outlier again, right? Or no?
Yeah. Well, I'll explain Outlier. Hold on. Outlier is where you will be training the AI bots. What do you want to do? What's the just leave them on there. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. You are training the AI bots, and girl, this boy came in here and knocked me way off. He started talking about pots and pans. And I'm talking about AI bots. You will be training the AI bots in different projects. How you will be training them depends on what project you are chosen for. Again, they have different projects, but we have kings and queens who are earning great money on the Outlier project.
Teresa says, great, Tanya. Congrats. Leonica says, congrats. Uptown Girl says, congrats. And Tanya, she says, thanks, everyone. Hey, Cookie Monster. She says, hey. And I did drop the link for Outlier in the chat. Lillian says, congrats, Tanya. Hey, Drea. She says, hi, everyone. Reminder to like and share. Thank you, Queen. Alexander says, is it a specific position that I'm looking for on Outlier? I arrived here late, so how do I register? And he says, thank you. I did put the link in the chat, King. And the project is the English writing and content reviewing expertise, but they do have other projects on the website. Cents and Cash, she says, I think surveys pay more than some of the gaming apps. Okay. Uno King says these jobs work in California. So these are side hustles, King. Yes, they do work in California. BI9 Divine, she says very true. Hey, my Wilkinson. She says, good evening, ladies in chat, liked and shared. Angelia, thank you, Queen. Monique says Alexander Outlier platform tells you what jobs are available when you log in. OU1 says, I'm so appreciative of y'all queens. I've been able to do some small shops with customer impact, Bear, but Ellis just doesn't give me shops in my area since I don't have transportation, like and sharing. Well, congrats on the other shops. And try Gig Spot, Queen. Gig Spot, they do have telephone mystery shops. So you can call. I don't know what happened to Tan. She might be having issues too. It's raining here. You can call like all over the world with that one. Ayana, she said, Leonica, have you gotten paid by Pillar 8? I don't think nobody has got paid yet, Queen. That's one reason why we were just not really pushing that one, because we don't know if it's going to pay out or not. And I just don't like talking about companies, especially if I don't know if, they pay out or not. Me says for Outlier, it's the generalist position. Outlier isn't booming now, though. Just putting that out there. You're lucky now if you make 3 hours for the day. Not sure why the sudden change. Leonica says, hey, sis, how are you, Meeks? And she says her cash out date is January the 8th. Angelia says, particular position tan for Intuit on the site. Nope, it just says, I think it just says customer service. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me see. Customer support rep is what it says. Angelia, customer support rep. BI9 Divine says, that's good to know. Meek says, and a lot of people signed up last live and haven't done much work. If any, y'all should have taken advantage of the holiday week. Ayana says, will you do a YouTube live again with us when you get paid out? Leonica says, yes, she will. Meek says, hey, sis, just woke up to go turn my AC down so I can go back to sleep. How about you, Leonica? Leonica says, okay, gotcha. Trying my best to hang in there. My uncle passed today, Meeks. And she says, I'm sorry for your loss, sis. Autism Mommy says, yes, I have 56 of, I can't keep up with you, Autism Mommy. I'm just going to say round it up to 60. She says, the best advice is to create a spreadsheet and see where you are making the most money and put that with 2 or 3 other side hustles and learn to keyword multitask. Thank you, Queen Autism Mommy. So Autism Mommy is letting you guys know she has about 56, 57 side gigs and side hustles, and she's saying to create a spreadsheet, learn how to multitask. It is not hard to do. If you have a phone job, get you some non-phone side hustles, survey sites, task-based sites, texting, gaming apps. When that call comes in, you know to put the phone down or tablet to the side. Take the phone call. When you get off the phone call, mute, because you don't want to have it on and somebody calls and they can hear the noise in the background. So that's a no-no. So just make sure you use that mute button. The mute button is your best friend. Ayana, she says, sending love, strength, and peace of mind during this time for your family, Leonica. Tanisha says, congrats, Tanya. Angelia, she says, Tan, are you referring to tax preparation, tax professional? It's customer service, Queen. So you're not preparing taxes. You may be answering questions. Leonica says, thanks so much, Meeks. And she says, thank you, Ayana. Is it Shankissa? No, it's Shank Isabel. She says, thank you. OU1 says condolences, Leonica. Meek says one of the managers told us now is the time to find what skills are in demand in the AI field and try to get certified. Be the things are changing. Yeah, things are changing. That's for sure. Hey, always learning. She says good evening. Leonica says thanks. OU1. Hey, S Jackson. How are you, Queen? S Jackson says good evening, Queens. I liked and shared. Thank you. My Wilkerson says, my condolences, Leonica. Leonica says, hey, and thank you, my Wilkerson. My Wilkerson says, I had click worker as an egg, but never filled out the profile. I've updated and waiting for a job. You should be able to see them, Queen. When you log on, are you not able to see anything? Tan says her lights went off. Mine was flickering. Hey, Queen Toya. She says, happy Sunday, Two Chicks fam. Happy Sunday, Queen. And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share with the family, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat. Now, if you are new here and you don't know where to start, I do have a list of 30 beginner-friendly companies. The first company on this list, VeriFast, they are hiring. VeriFast is a good one to start with. You can pick and choose your own hours, and they pay weekly. Omni Interactions, that's another one that pays weekly. If you are looking for weekly pay, number 1 and number 7, they pay, those two I know pay weekly. Broadpath, they are on here. They are number 25. Number 25 is Broadpath. This is another quick hire company. They do provide some equipment. I think they pay weekly too. 24, Suitability. They are looking for 500 work from home customer service healthcare agents. And they also provide equipment and they do give the option of daily pay. So number 24, again, Suitability Health, they are looking for 500 agents. Daily pay option. Stephanie said, we had tornado warnings like 2.5 hours ago. I was like, yeah, I hope we don't have this, Stephanie. I don't know, though. I haven't heard the warning, but I don't know. My light show was flickering. My internet went out. So we going to keep talking and we just see how this going to go tonight. Because Tan said her lights are out. Leonica says, I am glad you are all right, Stephanie. Meek says, sorry for the typos. I meant he said because things are changing. Basically, most AI are already built, so they no longer need companies to help start from scratch. They just need certain areas fixed. Oh, okay. She says, AI starting from scratch usually takes years to fully develop, so those projects usually last a long time. She says, so get those skills up, y'all. Yep, because AI most definitely is trying to take over for sure. Everybody's trying to use it. So, yeah. I've seen the videos of the robots at the restaurant taking your order. So that will cancel out them having to pay servers and waiters and waitresses to come and take your order. And I'm pretty sure it will be like that at the grocery stores after a while. And the fast food restaurants, it'll probably be a robot taking your order at McDonald's instead of a human. Melody, hey Queen, she says AI is definitely here to stay. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know nothing about AI, just from what I've seen online. That's all I know. Easton's Day One says, "What are some good tips on free cash?" I don't know Easton's Day One, so I'll put it up here. Maybe one of our queens can help you out. They say I need help on that app. Meeks, she used to do. I don't know if she still does free cash. We had quite a few. Tan used to do free cash. I'm not sure when the last time she has done free cash, but I know she used to do free cash. The thing is, I think with free cash, inbox, cash kick, those are the ones that you have to get through the levels. I don't really care for some of those. I have played some of them on inbox dollars, but you have to get through the levels within a certain amount of time. So in order for you to be paid out, if it says if you get to level 5, you get $5, but they may only give you a week to get there. So if you get there and the week has gone by and then you get there, they're not going to pay you out. Now, from my understanding, that's how that works. I think that's how it works on. I know it works like that on Inbox, and I'm thinking that it works like that across the board because most of these companies, they have the same types of games, especially like Monopoly Go, the Dice Dreams. It's another one called, I think, Domino Dreams. Those are on the same platforms. They're on, I've seen it on Inbox. Somebody here said it was also on Free Cash. I think the Benjamin app, same thing on what is the other one? Cash Kick. Now the games that I play, they don't have the levels, but these games are only on the Android device. So Apple, unfortunately, I don't be knowing what's going on with the Apple app because I don't have the Apple phone. But unfortunately, a lot of those 3-hour payout type of games, like the Just Play, the Best Play, the Money Time, they are not on the Apple phone. Uno King says, knowledge is power. Thank you, Meeks. OU1 says, okay, I'll do that gig spot. But this year I was going for the unmultitasker of the year award. Okay, OU1 is too funny. Hey, Queen Polo Lunny. She says, hi, Carol and Chad. I hope everyone is well and ready for the new year. I am for sure. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Polo Lunny says she ready for the new year. Anybody else here ready for 2026? Leonica says, hey, Polo Lonnie. Toya says, play games you actually like. Hold on, it jumped. She says, that have good payouts. Always Learning says, call Walmart customer service because I was missing one item from my delivery. I just spoke to a robot and it issued me a $2.47 refund right away. Wow. Jay says, understanding how to create prompt for AI will be very important. I help train AI in healthcare and in general workspace, and the jobs will go to those who can communicate with the models. Well, I need to learn, huh, Jay? I might have to go take a course in AI. Maybe I'll try I don't know if Coursera will have it, but maybe I'll try Udemy. Udemy may have it. Hold on, Lenny says, hi, Leonica. Leonica says, not sure how I have 3 cents on Clickwork. I laugh out loud, but I just signed up for a project I will work on tonight. Easton's Day One says, oh, okay, I'm going to try that. Melody says, people need to boycott as much as we can at these restaurants, but my son did have his order taken in McDonald's. Really? By AI system a few days ago? Oh, wow. Sense and Cash said, multitask, play games on your phone and take surveys on your laptop and computer. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sense and Cash. Yeah, I agree. Multitask, that is the way to go. For sure. Jay Cobb said, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I got to learn, Jay. Hey, Poise and Purpose. She says, hi, Carol and Chad. Just letting you know that Just Play is definitely on the great Apple and iPhone. Well, see, okay, this is what happened with that poison play. You're right. They were on the Apple phone. And then one of the queens said that they lost their contract with Apple. So the people that downloaded it before they took it off of the Apple phone is still there. But if you're trying to find it now, I don't think you're going to find it. So, yep, they were on the Apple phone, but unfortunately, I don't think they're on there anymore. Easton's Day One said, yeah, robots and self checkouts at restaurant. Yeah, I did a self checkout a couple days ago at a store here. And I was like, what happened to the cashiers? And the guy, he was like, oh no, we do self checkout now. I'm like, okay. Harold says, yes, AI is taking over. Jay says Google has a free, and I'm thinking you saying like an AI course, Jay. AI training. Okay, thank you. Leonica says, hey, Poison Purpose. Thank you, Jay, for the information. Meeks says, anyone heard from? She popped on here, Meeks, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. She didn't stay long, but she did pop on here. She said, I just realized I haven't seen her since my tiny room and accidentally deleted her message in the chat months ago. Yep, she was on here. But I think she was working. So she didn't stay long. She just popped in and spoke, and then she popped off. She got hired at, let me think, TJ Maxx. Yep, she got hired at TJ Maxx. Hey, Lula. Lula says, hey, Carolyn, Chad, how are you, Queen? Leonica said, yes, she emailed me the other day, Meeks. Angelia says, Jacob, she says, is it hard? Me says, I heard through the grapevine that Handshake AI has the same project we're currently doing on Outlier. They pay more and work is more steady, apparently. Oh, okay. Have you heard anything, Meeks, from Handshake? Poison Purpose said, oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Poison Purpose. They was on the road there for a minute. I don't know what happened. Strangest thing, though. Like, what could have happened? It's just a game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. I always learn to say multitasking is possible at a call center. I worked at, my coworker had 2 screens up and was planning her, not planning her wedding. Now, I will say this, because this has happened to me. So if you are on well, first I'll say, if you have gotten hired with the company that provides equipment, right? Do not get on don't open up another tab while you are working for that company. You got to be very, very strategic and careful. Now, also, if let's say if it's your own computer, they do have what they call software that can track and they can see everything that you are doing on the computer. This has happened to me. I was working for a company, my own personal laptop, but of course I was working for this company from my laptop. Did not know that they could see what I was doing, and I was on there shopping for shoes. Now, the supervisor, she was cool. She wasn't mad about it, but she did make me aware. So you do have to be careful when you are logged in working for a company. That is why I say get you some separate devices. Don't, if you have one laptop, but maybe you have a tablet or a couple of tablets, cell phones, do the surveys, do the task-based sites from those other devices, because if you don't know, they're not going to tell you if they are tapped in on that screen and they can see now when I say everything, y'all, she screenshotted me what I was doing just to show me that she could actually see it, because I didn't believe it. I was like, I don't believe you saw what I was doing. She was like, yeah, I saw it. And she sent me a nice little email with the screenshot of the shoes that I was looking at. So I asked Tan about it, and Tan was like, yes, they can tap in. If you're logged in, they can tap in. So you don't want to do that because you run the risk, of course, getting written up, getting terminated. You don't want to do that. So take it from me. It happened to me before. Don't want it to happen to you guys. So if you are working for any company, whether it's your personal computer or if it's their computer, and you are logged into their system, do not go over and open up another tab and start looking at stuff. Don't do it. And get on Facebook and TikTok and don't do it. Please don't do it. Make sure you have other devices that you can go to and look at those things. Me says, Lord, I was about to say maybe this child done blocked her too. She said that's good to know she was on here. Tan is back. Pause and purposes. Hi there, Leonica. Always learning, not sure what you're asking. Meek says, nothing from them yet, but I can see my referral money pending. She says, I just can't get it until I'm assigned and working on a project. Okay.
Mm.
She says, also, I never used to get paid for referring people on Ally, but this week, for those who use my link and put in some hours, I'm getting paid for them. I used to refer only to help out. And I understand that. Wim says AI isn't taking over, it's always existed. The everyday person now has access. That's what's different. Lula says, oh no, not shopping for shoes. Girl was shopping down. Me said referring pushes people to the front of the outline hiring line and they automatically get assigned to the project I'm working on. I always understand. I know as long as the manager didn't walk in or wasn't monitoring, she was okay. She took a chance. Monique says, "Me, thanks for sharing and not gatekeeping. I'm going to try handshake AI." Polo London says, "Hi Tan. I hope you had a good Christmas."
I did. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you said, yeah, Carol, learn how to make you your own AI agents and save you time and make your job easier. Cookie Mom said, most definitely, keylog and will track all your strokes. Also send others to track you too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Queen Sarah. She says, hey, ladies. Yeah, I was talking about the time. Remember when I worked for, oh, I got the company on the tip of my tongue and I can't even think of the name of it. But you would know what I'm talking about. What's the name of the company saying I was working for taking the calls for the omega-3 pills?
Oh,
I can't think of the name of it.
damn! I would have said it. Not good stuff. Hell.
It wasn't now.
Girl, I know. Damn. It's on.
Great
OS
Virtual.
is not. OS is
It
not.
was Great Virtual.
Great
So I
virtual
was
way.
telling them about when I got caught. Remember, I was shopping. I was looking at the
Oh
shoes.
yeah,
I
that
just like to see what I'm doing. I was saying,
ain't.
be careful if you are on a company's laptop or if you are logged in and working on your
Mhm.
personal laptop. They can see what you're doing. Always learning. Handshake is like outlier. Sarah says, hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas and a happy, I'm thinking you're saying holiday. We did, Queen. Hope you did as
Thank you.
well. Hey, Lady Dimple. She says, good evening. Meek says, I don't really agree with that. People are becoming more dependent on AI. Yes, but AI now also covers a wider variety of stuff. As a teacher, it's even worse in the classroom. Students will literally tell you ain't no point in learning anymore when AI will do it for them. Oh wow.
Not really. Um, it won't do everything because you have to know the right questions to ask. So I think it allows more time for critical thinking rather than spinning your wheels. It helps you understand the basics so you can get to. I feel for me, it helps me block out the noise that I would have been getting had it not steered me in the right way. I guess that's because you can have 50 ideas in your head that maybe you may think is right, but only one. And AI kind of alleviates those other 49 that are not right and gets you the right one. But you still have to critically think about some things.
Yeah.
So
Sarah, she says, this is Sam. Hope y'all remember who I am. We do, Queen. She just laugh out loud. We don't have the link for that one. Always learning. One of the queens here, she was the one told us about that one on the last live stream. Sam says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Queen.
Happy New Year.
She says her phone autocorrect. It is tripping. Cookie Monster says exactly 10. Meek says you have regular artists that are being bypassed now for people who create songs using AI in just 2 clicks, while these people are putting in months of work to make just one song. Now I have heard that, Meeks.
Yeah.
It was an
Yeah.
artist. She was totally upset because I think she had been working on her album for like a year. And then somebody created a song using AI and they went with the AI instead of her.
Yeah. Now I do believe that they will put more regulation around it. It's just like anything that's new. Um, you have people who try to be the first ones, the first, but they are going to put rules and regulations around that because you're going to have people who, um, um, who you're going to have people who are going to try to be the first one to do, and they call the first timers or whatever phrasing they use.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have those people. But then those are the people why they create the regulations and the rules.
Yeah.
Because, we're going to have those people who are going to try to do something that's, is crossing the line. But since there are no rules around it,
Umble Stone says handshake, good company to work for. You need experience. We don't really know about that one, Umble Stone. One of the queens, she had mentioned it on one of the live streams. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Ishara says, hey, good evening, everyone's handshake AI for students. It's similar to Outlier, Queen. Mama G says, great evening, Queens. Good evening, Queen. Sense and Cash says sometimes AI leaves things out. If you haven't learned something, you might not catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie Monster said the students think they got it in the bag. She said that one trick question will trip them up every time. Sarah says anything like prolific is not prolific. So I do have Cloud Research Queen number 16 on this list. I just dropped it in the chat. They are exactly like prolific. Me says, I get you, Tam. For people that are already knowledgeable, we use AI to assist, but the younger generation is more dependent. They will literally take a picture of their homework and have AI to do it.
I know in the district I work in, because I think because there are rules put in place. I'm not saying they're perfect in learning who is using AI and who is not. I guess you can see by test scores, but I think there are some things probably put in place at the school level. And again, everybody is learning and they are all trying to put in regulations, as well as school districts trying to put in regulations and rules regarding AI because it is so new. And like you say, you will have people who are just, copying and pasting the work. I wouldn't doubt it if a couple of my kids did. I probably would have done it, But again, I think a lot of things, still require critical thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mix is right. Some parents don't help. And I mean, like, I don't get that. I mean, it's a difference if you can't help, but it not helping. Like, if your kid's doing ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, you can help. There's not.
Mama G, she says, hey, Meeks. Jacob, she says, learning AI is like anything else. My tip, dedicate 15 minutes a day to learning. AI will never replace the critical skill of thinking.
Yeah.
Angelia, she was asking about the TurboTax before you left. She says, Tan, they have customer service agent and tax software support.
This tax software support, I think the customer service agent is the same thing, but I'm not 100% sure. But I want to say it's the same thing. But you're only supporting the software. You're not actually doing taxes.
Queen Tanetta, she says, good evening to everyone. Good evening, Queen. William says, it's not as simple as children plugging in their homework to AI. It requires much more. Blessed Stone says, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Queen. Meek says, hi, Mama G. And Cloud Research, Blessed Stone, they are just like Prolific. Survey site, same as Prolific. Number 16, Monique. I just reposted it. William says, as with any tool, there will always be pros and cons when it comes to using AI.
Yeah.
Monique says, hello. How are y'all doing today? Liked and share. Hey, Queen Monique. Thank you, Queen. We are great. How are you? Blue Sky says, happy Sunday after Christmas and 3 days before 2026. Happy Sunday, Blue Sky. Meg says, yep, and some parents don't help either. Teachers complain. Some parents will tell them, well, they turning in the homework, right? God help these babies.
Yeah. Yes,
Angelia says, to register for Intuit for Live Ops has passed the due date, December the 10th. So look at Working Solutions, Queen. I didn't even know Live Op had it, but
or Omni.
Yeah, look at Working Solutions. They are number 6 on here. They are hiring like crazy for this one. Yeah, that rain is coming down over here.
It's coming down over here.
Hey, Randy. Randy says, good evening, ladies. How are you, Randy? Me says, yes. And a lot of the teachers are now quitting because they say AI is making it difficult and some districts aren't helping. I applaud those districts that are stepping up. Much respect to them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. William says, as we enter 2026, there are AI tools specific for schools, superintendents, educators, and students. They recognize they need to pivot in order to keep up on a global level. Cookie Monster says, AI reminds me of calculus class I was in when the professor told us no calculator cheating out of 23 people. Not 3 people were left. Oh, wow, that's too funny.
And these kids get to use these calculators. My child, we was doing stuff by hand.
Yeah.
You're
right.
I still can do it by hand. I have one. I think I took my last algebra 1 class last year when my baby took it. So I've been taking it. That was my last one.
That's the way we learn, by hand.
And people be like, you ain't gonna ever use algebra. I use algebra every day. Be like, what? I do. I'm doing my job. I do.
Me says exactly. The 10-year-olds and older students are using their smart devices to simply take a picture and upload it to the AI and get the answer. My son's school, she says, now ban smart devices of all kind. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they make some of these kids. Well, I don't know if all the schools, but I know our schools make them put in a bag after they enter the classroom. Bag, and then at the end of the classroom, you get it back. I mean, class.
Lady Dimple, she says, any work from home jobs in Illinois. Yep. I have seen quite a few in your state, Queen. What type of remote job are you looking for? Stephanie says, advanced math class. We're lucky if we could use a calculator.
Right.
Me says, yes, I used to love the old school system, the knowledge those teachers imparted. She says, woo, school back then was I mean, school back then was school. Yes, ma'am. School ain't schooling back before. Cookie Mom said, my daughter cried when I homeschooled her, learned how to write in cursive and math and algebra longhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't do the cursive anymore.
Yeah. And for me, and this is just me personally, I don't agree with the laptops and the tablets. And I don't agree. And I know they say you have to keep up with, but I don't agree with that because it's something that happens between writing it down and between your brain and that piece of paper that makes it stick some kind of way. And I wholeheartedly believe that because you typing stuff is still not the same.
Mm-hmm. Lady Dimple, she says fraud claims and customer service.
What for Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
Fraud claims. You mean fraud healthcare claims or like bank fraud or financial fraud? Okay, that's better.
William says the reality, if not the two chicks and others who highlight side hustles and taking time to learn the use of AI, many will not be able to pay their bills or survive. Learning AI will be crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie says some schools still teach cursive writing. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it just depends on the district.
Nick says, anyways, I'm just passionate about education, y'all. That's all. I have no problem with AI. Otherwise, I wouldn't be helping out with
Mhm.
AI as a day job.
Yeah, and I
When
think that's
side
what.
hustles and jobs will be crucial as well. Yeah, I believe so.
Did you
Tanetta
check?
says her kids don't even have
I was
books
watching
anymore.
TV.
They're ready.
Mm-hmm.
They already
Teresa
done.
says you are right, Tan.
Girl, be
Lady
waiting.
Dimple says, okay, hang on, Lady Dimples. I don't know if I've seen financial fraud. I want to say if I have, it may have been at a bank. Like try Discover. Let me see. Try these banks here, Queen. He says, yes, Tan, I don't agree with the laptops either. Stop making it too easy for these babies. If it ain't broke, stop trying to fix it. Most of my learning comes from taking notes and just putting pen to paper. Hey, Kay, she says, hey, y'all, anything new and easy to make money within the same day, at least $10 a day, instant cash out. Monet says, good evening, ladies in chat, and I'm looking to supplement my income while I'm recovering from surgery. Any suggestions? Now, we are going to be talking about some task-based sites and survey sites, gaming sites, and something else Tam got on this list in this video today. Hey Brenda, she says Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Queen. Blessed Dawn says thank you, Carol and Tan. No problem, Queen. Lady Dimple, she says, okay, thanks. You're welcome, Queen. Monette, what are you open to, Queen? And Kate is asking about $10 a day. If y'all got any suggestions, y'all put them in the chat. Monette says great and thank you. Kate says okay. Anybody else has any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. Sense and Cash says, try QMe. She says you can cash out same day. You can earn 5 to 10 a day. Thank you, Queen. Tan has a claims anti-fraud. Lady Dimples, if you want to check this one out. She just sent that to me. So if you want to check out that one, Queen, I just dropped the link in the chat. Thank you, Sense and Cash. And I think we got QMe. Let me see. Yeah, QMe is an easy one. Thank you, Mama G. She says, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you, Queen. Lady Dimple says, Poplin Laundry Service has been a great help for me with extra income. Okay, Queen. Monet says, anything contract work, I'm flexible. Okay. Kate, she says, I already have that. Any other suggestions? Meek says, I agree with Tanetta. Lady Dimple says, thank you. Leonica says, hey, Tanetta. William says, I cashed out 23 and change from Prolific, almost 300. All right, from Outlier last week. Congratulations. Meek says, based on what I've seen on the grapevine, the booming AI companies right now are Outlier, Handshake, Aglanier, Data Annotations, and RWS Group. And Tan sent another one, Queen. Fraud operations specialist. Now, I dropped a video today on a company, One Pharma, and they are doing the exact same thing that Outlier, Handshake, and all of the other AI companies are doing. But I think this one is more like reading. It may be similar to the one that Queen Tanisha was doing for ClickWorker. But it is a non-phone task-based type of site. So y'all be sure to take a look at my video, hype the video, like the video, go and share the video. They don't do interviews. If anybody here wants to check it out. Tanetta, we almost there, Queen. She says, have you and Tan reached your goal of 150,000? Almost there. And thank y'all so much. If you have been sharing our videos, we greatly appreciate that. And we gave away 2 laptops so far. We got 3 more to give away. Queen Didi was the last laptop winner. She won last week. So we have 3 more to give away. William says that they have 1013 sitting in inbox dollars. All right. Congratulations on the 10. Congrats. But yeah, y'all be sure to share this video. We have 3 more laptops to give away. Hopefully we can make it. We almost there, everybody. We are almost to the goal of 150,000, and we could not have gotten there without the help of the kings and queens. So thank you again for sharing our videos. If you are new here, we do laptop giveaways over here on this platform. We've given away over probably 25 or 30 laptops by now, because we've been doing this since 2020 is when we started giving them out. And we do have a lot of laptop winners here in the chat tonight. Meeks is one of them. Hey, Veronica. She says, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Me says, the past week was a slow week for me because I spent the time focused on the family during the Christmas holiday. So my outlier check is currently at 600 plus, and whatever I make tomorrow. Well, that's still good, girl. It's 600. Congratulations. Cookie Monster says, this site is more like a like and share for sure. Thank you, Cookie Monster. A Jockey, hey, Queen. She says, hey, two chicks and fam, just tuning in. Tanetta says, rooting that y'all make it before the new year. And if we don't, Queen, we probably still give them away. We probably still give them out because they just sitting here collecting dust. We got to give them to somebody. Lulu, she says, fingers crossed. William says, thanks. You welcome. And Jackie says, you go, Meeks. Meeks don't be playing with Outlier. Hopefully Handshake will turn out to be a good one too. Me says, yes, it was on a night like tonight when I was tucked into bed that I heard my name called. It was a laptop winner. She says it came in the mail shortly after. That's so funny. Not tucked into bed, Meeks. I can't even remember. So you wasn't out here when we called your name? I can't remember. It's been, what, a couple years ago? When did you get the laptop, Meeks? Was it 22 or 23? I don't remember. Autism Mommy, she won one. Short Lady C. I think all of our moderators won one, I want to say. Me says, thank you, Ajaki. Leonica says, hey, sis, Ajaki. T. Simmons says, I have to get another laptop because I'm thinking you saying yours went out. Leonica says, still here just working on this project on ClickWorker. Okay. William says, nice job, Meeks. T. Simmons says, I want a work from home job and a remote gig. So what type, Queen? What type of remote job? Thank you, Queen Lillian. She says, liked and share. Meeks says, yes, I hope so too. Handshake AI and contracted with the colleges. She says to help students make some extra cash for school. Oh, okay. She said it was 2 years ago that I got my laptop. I was in bed. Those and out. I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3 years ago. We gave out so many, child. I can't keep up. William says, I'm trying to be like Meeks when I grow up with Outlier. You will get there. You will most definitely. We had somebody made, what was it, 900, I think, Williams, last week off of Outlier, I want to say. A Jockey, she says, hey, sis, Leonica. Lady Dimple says, shared and like, thank you, Queen. Meek says, thank you, Williams. Ayana says, shared and like, thank you. Hey, S. Mitch. She says, good evening. Happy holidays. Thank you, Queen. Happy holidays. And thank you for sharing and liking. A Jockey says, oh, you welcome, Meeks. And Queen Dee, she won last Sunday. And Queen Benita, she was here earlier. She won Sunday before last. So we have 3 more to give out. We actually got more than 3, but we just got 3 more to give out for now. So y'all be sure to like and share. Meek says, I'm not dropping my link tonight, but if anyone wants me to drop their outlier referral link, you can send it to me on Instagram right now. And she says, I will post it on your behalf. My Insta is, and I'm gonna put it up. Tanetta, let me see. Let me see if I can find it, Queen. Hang on. Okay, I have it. So if anybody is looking for the side hustles that you can do from your phone, the link is in the chat, and there are over 60 on this list. Hey, reparations. Reparations says happy Kwanzaa, fam. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Leonica says, awesome job, me. She says, let someone else get the extra 30s this week. Oh, that's nice. Mama G says, great job, Meeks. She says, I made 120 from referrals last week, so it came in handy now that they're cutting hours. And she says, thanks, everyone. So Meeks was saying she's not trying to make all of the money by putting her referral link here. So she said that somebody else can share their referral link and help them out to get referral money. So nice and kind, Meeks. Thank you.
Nice, Meeks.
Angelia, I don't know about that one. One of the queens mentioned that one in a live stream. So we're not really familiar with the handshake one, but I think it's similar to Outlier. Hey, Queen Tammy. She says, happy Sunday, everyone.
Hey.
Mama G says, that's awesome, Meeks. God bless your heart. Right. God bless you, Meeks. So if anybody here wants to put their outlier referral, you won't be able to do it. So you got to send it to the Queen, Meeks, Adorable. And I put her information here on the screen on Instagram. Go send her your link and she will post it here in the chat on your behalf. Anybody have a referral link that they want to share? Meek says she made some money off of the referrals. So she's helping others to make money off the referrals. So y'all be sure to go and post your link in her inbox. She is on Instagram right now, waiting. I'm gonna drop Yardy Matrix in here. This is another good side hustle egg.
Yeah.
Stay-at-home moms. This company welcomes background noise, and they are looking to fill their rent survey positions by January the 5th. So I don't think it's too late. All you have to do is just send them your resume. It's a telephone mystery shop company. So if anybody's looking for another side hustle, take a look at Yardy Matrix. You are calling apartments similar to Ellis, but the difference is this one is a stay-at-home side hustle. You don't have to leave the house. You're calling apartments, pretending to be a renter, gathering the information, and filling out the surveys. And that's it. And that is all. Simple and an easy one. But you do have to take their assessment. Send them your resume. The resume can be basic. Send them your resume. They will email you back the assessment. Take and pass the assessment, and you have a great side hustle egg in the basket. And if you do a good job with them, you don't have to keep applying for every season. They'll just keep you on season after season. Meek says, and for those applying, when you use a referral link, it pushes you to the front of the outlier hiring line. Cookie Monster says, Meeks, that is so humble. Your rewards are in your doing. She says, respect. Tanetta says, awesome on the referrals, Meeks. And then Meeks said, again, this is her Instagram. Y'all go and drop the link in her Instagram right now. William says, thanks, Meeks. I'll see you. Look here, ma'am. You on the clock. You on the clock, Tanjika. Leonica says, I am back. Just finished my first project on ClickWorker. Okay, Leonica. Hey, Queen Remy. Remy be coming through with the testimonies on Spark. All right, girl. She said, hey, everyone, liked and shared. I made over 1,100 on Spark this week, 140 on DoorDash. I'm trying to see how Outlier works. All right, Queen. Go ahead, Remy. Congratulations. Remy is the queen of Spark. And if you don't know, before you jump in the comments and say, what is Spark? Spark is the Walmart app where you go and pick up the groceries and deliver them to the customer. This is a good egg to get in your basket. Most, because I think a lot of people now know about Spark, so most cities may have a wait list for Spark. Some may not, but from what we've been told, a lot of them are being placed, people are being placed on the wait list. So, but if you can get in with Spark and you have a vehicle, this is a great side hustle egg. Me says, thank you, Cookie Monster. Remy says, I'm trying to get all the eggs in my basket, baby. I already know, Remy. Angelia says, Meeks, I'm trying to get you on Instagram. It says account is private. Leah Love and Laugh says, happy Sunday, Two Chicks fam. Tanisha says, congrats, Remy. Leonica said, hey, and congrats, Remy. And she says, hey, Leah Love and Laugh. Remy says, thanks, ladies. Tanisha and Leonica. Teresa says, hey, Leah Love and Laugh. Remy says, thanks, everyone. Is it Toto? Toto says, hi there. I'm new here and just joined in on the live. What was the link for the apartment survey? I can repost it. Hang on. So look in the chat now, Toto.
Dock me 10 minutes.
You heard what I said. I said, ma'am, you still on the clock. Ain't gonna be too many more breaks. Tanisha says, congrats on your ClickWorker project, Leonica. Queen Remy made 1,100 on Spark.
Wow, congrats.
I think she said she made 140 on DoorDash.
Wow.
Mama G says, congrats, Remy. Leonica says, you're welcome. She says, thanks, Tanisha. Lady Dimple says, congratulations. And Meek says her Instagram is public. Lula says, congrats, Remy. Hey, Reba. Reba says, good evening, Carolyn Tan. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and a happy New Year. She says, congrats, Queens and Kings, getting them eggs, liked and shared. Great job, Meeks, and watching. She says, congrats, Remy. Toto says, thank you so very much. And Meeks did drop the outlier referral. And I think it's for Williams. I always learn, it says, how much do Spark workers earn? If I have $35 of food delivered, what does the driver get besides my 10% tip? That I don't know. I always learn it. We'll see if Remy can answer. I don't know if they pay like per hour plus the tips. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, but I just been seeing a lot of people make good money with Spark. But I guess again, it might depend on the area.
Yeah.
Cynthia says, hey fam, I made it back to Houston. All right, Cynthia. Glad you made it back safely, Queen. Hey, you did says good evening, queens and kings. Remy says also market for us. They have some high paying assignments in her area. She got
Oh,
$60. Congratulations, Remy.
yeah.
Market Force is a great one. Let me go find
Yeah.
out.
That is a good one.
And if all else fails, kings and queens, if you are looking for a job, keep sending the resumes, filling out the
Mm-hmm.
applications, change up the resumes, tweak them a little bit. You cannot send the same resume to every single job because every job has a different
Yes.
job description. Tan did a resume live video the other day on the channel, and the video
Mm-hmm.
is still posted.
Yeah. So y'all make sure
So
y'all
if
check
you are
it out.
not hearing back from the companies, that is probably why you're sending the
Mhm.
same resume. So I did put market for us here in the chat. This one is a good mystery shop site. Friend of mine on a good month, she can pull in over $1,000 off of this company because she does a lot of the fast food shops in our area. Easy, easy, easy.
Yeah.
Toya says the pay varies for Spark. It depends on the size of the order and the distance. I don't take anything less than 20.
Mm-hmm.
Remy says it all depends. Meek says, please go ahead and use her link, y'all. Sign up. It's easy money. Using the link will push you to the front of the link. I'm thinking she said the line for hiring.
All right.
Remy said, no, if an order comes through, like today I had a 5623 shop. The person had 11 items, so each delivery, it varies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Remy. Well, congrats, Queen, on that 1100. But Remy has been hitting 1100 for weeks. It's not her first time, y'all. So we've seen
Yes.
her payment proof on Spark. She has sent it to us. I think we got what, about 3 or 4, Remy?
Mm-hmm.
So this queen can make over probably $4,000 a month off of Spark. Just off of Spark alone. So just think about that. We do have queens making some good money just off of a few side gigs and
Yeah.
side hustles. Some of them just choose to have more than one or multiple because at any given time, if one goes down, you still got 5 or 6 more eggs over in that basket to crack open just in case if it's your main hustle, if the main hustle goes down. So you have to be aware of that because sometimes like a prolific cloud research, when school is out and school is probably out right now, they're probably on break. You have to have other eggs in the basket to take up for that loss of pay. Because if you're used to making 300 a week off of prolific and prolific goes down, what you gonna do, girl? Gotta have
Yeah.
some backup. Gotta get you some backup eggs in the basket. So we tell people get multiple streams of income, which means multiple eggs in the basket.
Right.
Cynthia, I think she signed up to over 150 mystery shop sites. This queen is
Mm-hmm.
in this chat.
So make sure y'all check them out. Those mystery shop gigs, they pay. Ain't that right, Carol?
Yes, ma'am. Queen, so right. The queen made, what was it, $3,000 in the
Mm-hmm.
month of November
Yeah.
off of mystery shops. We're not trying to steer y'all in the wrong direction. We're trying to lead you to this good old water over here. But it
Mm-hmm.
is up to you to crack open the egg. I can give you several eggs, but you got to crack them open and
Oh.
be consistent and see what they're all about. Go research the company. Go research Outlier. Go research Spark. If you're interested in these side gigs and side hustles, go and do a little research. then come back, ask the questions. Me, how are you able to make $800 a week, Queen? Remy, what are you doing on Spark? How are you able to make $1,100 a week? If somebody else here is doing like gig spots, Cynthia does a lot of the mystery shop companies. How are y'all able to make money off of these sites? Autism Mummy has about 50 set where we just gonna say 60 side hustles. Autism Mummy, girl, what you over there doing? 60? That's a lot of side hustles. But not saying she's doing all 60 at the same time. No, the side hustles allow you guys to do them whenever you want to do them. So if you don't want to do them on Monday, you don't have to do them on Monday. Nobody's going to call or reach out and say, hey, Tan, why aren't you doing these side gigs and side hustles? Not like a job. Nothing like a job. Nothing at all like a job. And believe it or not, you might can make more money doing side gigs and side hustles versus a job. Me says 4 of her referrals, they got their check a few days ago, y'all. On Outlier, she says they can come and testify for themselves. Remy says, yes, laugh out loud. Cynthia says, hey, fam, I just opened my mail. I got notice of some dividends on some stocks I have. Passive income, yes. She said, Merry Christmas to me.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Monique says referral to word mix. That is the referral to Outlier, Queen. Leonica, she says Sparks is a great side hustle. Remy says, indeed, I'm always telling my people, come to your channel to find some side hustles. Thank you, Remy.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that.
We do.
Me says the link I dropped is her referral link. Hey, Queen Celia. She says, hey, fam, happy to be here again. Welcome back. Cynthia says, congrats, Remy. Way to go. Me said, you will be assigned to the project she's working on if you use her link. And Leonica says, Spark also does bonus money. Okay.
All right.
Me says, so you're going in guaranteed a project. So use the referral link if you are interested in Outlier. Remy says, thanks, Cynthia. Toya says, I love Spark, especially during the warmer months. They always have incentives as well, at least in my area. So Toya, she's doing Spark. Hey, Queen T. She says, hello, hello, hello. Meese is dropping the Outlier referral link. Remy says, Leonica, yes, Spark had a bunch of incentives, and I got every bit of them.
Not every bit.
Not every bit, Remy. Leonica said, yes, I don't have a car, so I can't do it, Remy. OU1 says, happy blessed Kwanzaa, everybody. Happy blessed Kwanzaa, Queen. Cynthia said, yes, mystery shopping is 100. So again, Queen Cynthia is signed up to over 150 companies. Remy says, I remember you had mentioned it. Leonica says, I got notifications of all the incentives, like the 350 they had from December the 13th to the 16th. Oh, that's good money. 3 days? Yeah, that's good. Leah Love and Laugh, thank you, Queen. She says, I liked and share. Leonica says, hey, T. Me says, new link incoming. Please share your links. More than 10 persons rewatch the live and use my link. So send me your links, y'all. Cookie Monster says, it's very fast. Is it a call center? It's a call center type of work. Yes, ma'am. Customer service, like, but not really like an order placing type company. Cookie Monster, they have like sometimes the survey projects. I know recently they had one called the blood donation. So it's just like calling people, asking them to give blood. So you're not taking like any money. So they have like a variety under their umbrella. I think at one point when I was hired years ago, they only had one client, and that was the newspaper client, where you were just basically calling, asking people to renew their subscription. But now they have other clients under their umbrella. Leah Love and Lash, she says, hi, Leonica. Monique says, very fast. They consist of calls. T. Wright, she says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, currently have 234 on Clickworker as of right now. Looking forward to making much more. That's good, Leonica. Meek says, referral link, everybody. Celia says, Kara, haven't you mentioned some mystery shops where you don't have to go into the store? So I just mentioned Yardy. Yardy was the one I just mentioned, Queen. If you're interested in that one, they are getting ready to start on the 5th. So hurry up, email the recruiter your resume. With this one, you only have to take and pass their assessment. Telephone mystery shop where you are calling apartment complexes pretending to be a renter, but you're doing it over the phone. This is a good one. Tan and myself, we used to work for. Not Yardy. It was called something else, but same thing. We used to do the apartment shops. And I just posted the link in the chat. Queen Leonica says, hey, Celia. Remy said, laugh out loud. Yes, every bit. I was on it. I already know, Remy. Celia says, hey, Boo Leonica. She says, got it. Thank you, Miss Kerr. No problem, Queen. Bianca says, I used to do the blood donation campaign in the newspaper one years back for VeerFast, but they don't hire in Alabama anymore. Oh, wow. I think you said that, Bianca. That's wild. I wonder why. I wonder, does it have something to do with the state laws or something? Who knows? It shouldn't, though. But VeerFast is a good one, everybody. Number 1 on this list is VeerFast. Beginner friendly. So if you are a beginner, take a look at number 1.
VeerFast is a good one. And that people have been getting hired with VeerFast. Quickly.
And they pay out weekly. Yep, they pay out weekly. So this is a good one to start with. If you're just looking for something like right now, take a look at VeerFast. Number 1 on the list. Melody says, I'm on the Yardy Metric site now, checking it out. One farmer wants you to take a paid test that you must pass in one take. Yeah, some are like that, Melody. Outliers the same way. You have to take that test and pass one time. I only give you one chance, but yeah. One farmer's the same way. And probably some of the other sites, they could be the same way as well. They don't do like the do-overs. Me says, and I will still guide with the assessment, y'all. It doesn't matter that you didn't use my link tonight. Still reach out with questions. Free. We don't charge around here. So y'all be sure to click on the link that Meeks dropped in the chat. For Outlier, you will be placed on a project that the Queen, I think it's Queen Williams, that she is doing. And Meeks is still going to help. Celia says, Meek's probably going to take you up on that. Boo, she says, appreciate you.
All right. And for y'all who's sitting behind the bookcase, it's 132 people on this live. I know some people are sitting behind the bookcase trying to figure out how they can get hired, how they can earn money on Outlier, just like a lot of the individuals in this chat. Take Meeks up on the offer. Ask her the question. She is offering the help. She is offering the help. A lot of these things don't happen unless you push the go button. Outlier is not going to send you free money. You're going to have to apply. You're going to have to do the job. So take these people up on the offer. We are not around here talking about, hey, we're going to charge you $40 to take the assessment. We're going to charge you $50 to do your resume. We are giving the information free. If we are sitting here for 2 hours at a time, coming on here week after week, providing you with the information, it is up to you whether you take the information.
Yeah.
Because one day we may not, it may be time for us to eat off our own spoon. But again, we are here to help you guys who want to learn the stuff, who want to be self-sufficient, who want to take these side gigs and side hustles and work them and people come on the lives to help, to say, hey, I will help you. I will help you pass
Mm-hmm.
that assessment. I will help you. I won't do it for you, but I'll give you some help
Right.
free of charge. Where
Mm-hmm.
it's running over this internet all day. People charging you for this, charging you for that. They will charge you to shake your head up and down. So, you know, take this free information, take this information and try to make it work for you. So don't let this pass you by. If someone is saying, hey, I am uh, I am willing to help you. I am raising my hand and say, hey, I am willing to help you. Meeks, just raise their hand and say, hey, I don't care if you didn't sign up under my link. I don't care about that. I'm still willing to help you. And she is not getting a nickel, nor quarter, nor a dime. She just says she don't care if you use her referral link or not.
Right.
So take advantage of those things. Don't come on back on here next week and say, oh, I don't have anything. I can't get when someone is offering you. And we come on here every week and tell you guys about side gigs and side hustles. There are queens and kings who come on here every week to share their experience. Take advantage of these things. Take advantage of these individuals who are willing to put forth the effort to help you make sure you push your train on the track. Do that, yes.
Yeah.
They better than. Wait a minute, that's because you moved them. Come here.
Remy says, Meeks, I'll need to get with you for those assessments on Outlier. I think I'd be overthinking. Melody, she says, that's me. I think I'm getting too old for most of these companies. I probably should be looking into the games to make some extra cash. And nothing wrong with that, Melody.
What she
Marie
said?
says, Meeks, hi, I'm new to this site. I clicked on the Outlier link you just sent. It won't let me use my email. It says sign on with Google. Am I missing something? Meeks,
Melody, I don't think you're getting too old for the companies. We have queens on here 60, 65, making money. Making money. So no, age is not a factor. A lot of these things, it takes time to do. It takes time to learn how to do them. A lot of these kings and queens are not, it's just not easy as pouring fries in a basket and shake them. It's not that easy. There are some things that you're going to have to read, some things you're going to have to look at and comprehend. So don't think that you are, too old or too, you are not, you know, good enough to work these side gigs and side hustles. Again, we have a queen whose house she is 65 that is
Queen Hill.
doing these side gigs and side hustles. My auntie, she's up in age, about that same age, doing side gigs and side hustles. So don't let age cancel you out, ma'am. You can still do it.
Me says you're welcome, y'all, and I can only guide with the project assessment. We all have to do our own individual skills assessment because we all have different skills. I can guide with this project though. Just Brittany, hey Queen, she says I have problems creating a new account for Outlier. I previously had an account with remote tasks and created an account with Outlier using different email address. They told me I have multiple accounts. I forget, what did they say about that? I
I
forget.
forgot. I remember I know they said don't create a new account for Outlier. They was transferring accounts from remote task. I don't know if that
Mhm.
happened or not. May want to ask Meeks because she explained it when it
She
was
come
happening.
in. She come in and she says, I didn't know that you had to use the same email that I use for remote tasks and use for Outlier. Yeah, I think that's what it was. You had to use
Mhm.
the same one. Leonica says she forgot to mention she has 6 on an app called Cash Raven. It's where you get paid for unused data.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a new one.
Hmm.
Me says, and yes, that's why I tell people first and foremost, I will not do it for you, but I will give you detailed guidance that helps multiple people pass this same assessment. You did says, I can't lie, I'm scared of the, not sure what you're trying to say.
Call it side gigs and side hustles.
Is it the side gigs and side hustles you did? Me says Ally mostly wants people to use a Gmail address, but I've seen others use Yahoo and AOL. William says, I sent my 19-year-old cousin to Two Chicks because he's been applying for work for over a year now. He finally made some coins after listening to Two Chicks. Oh, okay.
All
Says
right.
it's worth a shot. Okay. Well, congrats to your
All
cousin. Yeah,
right.
he made some money. And thanks for sharing us, Williams.
Thank you.
You did. So what you nervous about? She says, I can't lie, I'm nervous.
Oh,
Melody says, Meeks, I just clicked on the link and I'm accepting the invitation. Marie says, ladies, thank you for what you are doing here. Wishing you blessings for the new year. Thank you,
well, thank
Queen.
you.
Melody says, thanks, Tan. Brenda says she managed to make $300 to pay the bills from several survey sites. All right, girl,
All
go ahead.
right. All right, Brenda. And again,
Congrats.
survey sites, they pay. We are not telling you anything that we don't know for ourselves, nor do people have came back and let us know.
Yeah. You did says me too. It's saying the same for me when I hit the link. Celia says, Brenda, okay, get it. What sites are you using? Reba says, thanks, Queens. My eggs, they adding up. She says, I enjoy watching my eggs grow. She has Earn House, Tell What, Just Play, Spout, Prime Opinion, user testing. Angela Reed, product report card. Tell you what she says. I told them too cheap. She says, awesome, Brenda. Remy says, congrats to everyone. Anybody else got any good news or any questions before we get to these side hustles? Tan
Yes.
is so eager to share them with y'all
Mhm.
tonight. Hey, Ashton. Ashton says, hi, all.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I forgot something.
Oh.
Not crazy.
Brenda says, I have over 30 survey sites. She has Inbox, Survey Llama, Tell You What, and many others. Okay, Queen.
Okay.
Aston, he says, I'm playing the games. Okay. I was playing, my favorite is Money Time now. I'm cheating on Just Play with Money Time. It's this little ball game on Money Time I like.
Yeah.
Now, Just Play over the weekend, over like the holiday, they were really paying out some big money. I was saying some big money on Just Play. So if y'all don't have Just Play, y'all be sure to get that one on the Android phone.
Oh yeah. Because we don't have it.
Playzone is the one I'm on. William says, can I share a tool for anyone who needs help prompting with AI? It probably won't let you share it here, Williams. You'll probably have to email it to us.
Yeah. And
If
make
it's
sure
like,
you email it. I want to check that out. If you don't mind. Two chicks with a side hustle at gmail.com.
so I
Thank
did
you.
put the email here in the chat. Meeks did repost the outlier referral link. Sherry says money time seems to pay pretty good. Yeah, I like money time, Sherry. I cashed out one time so far. I'm just trying to let it build up. You did says, do you have a referral code I can use? My phone still crashes if I click the links. I don't know if it's a code because that is the referral link. You might want to do it. You did from a computer.
Computer.
Computer is probably the best way to assess the links. Oh, you said same question about outlier too. So if y'all are doing it from a phone, try it from the computer. Sometimes them phones don't work, especially I hate to say this about Apple. That Safari, that I don't know why, but a lot of people have issues with Safari.
You funny.
A lot of people do have issues with Safari.
Okay, I'm not. I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, I've seen it online. People say they have issues with Safari, so it might be Safari blocking the link. I don't know. Android ain't like that. We got the best phone, anyways. But anywho, so yeah, just do it from the computer. You probably have better luck from the computer.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
I am.
So today, y'all, as y'all seen from this title, "Are You Hustling Backwards?" So a lot of times people come on here and they think they get one side hustle or one type of side hustle, and they complain that they're not making any money. So we are going to give 5 types of side hustles that you can stack. And we're going to give 5 companies from each type of those side hustles. So what we mean by stacking side hustles is maybe you'll do mystery shop. Maybe you'll do a mystery shop site. Then you'll come back and do a gaming site. Then you'll come back and you'll do a survey site, and then you'll may do a task-based site. These are 5 different types of side hustles. Now you can combine those and work them. I know. Uh, you can combine them and work them all at one time, meaning that if you are, mystery shopping, you can get several mystery shopping companies. You just don't have to get one. So if you are doing mystery shop and you have 3 or 4 companies and you're going out that day, make sure you check all the ones that you are signed up for. Make sure you are not just uh, looking for at one company. Make sure you are looking at all the companies that you are signed up for. So Carol is going to put the link in the chat for you, and are going to talk about the companies, and we kind of put just 5 of them that we under each topic that we knew were lucrative. Again, you may have 5 different ones, and that's fine. Or if you're new and you come back, we may have 5 totally different ones if we put this list out again. But these are the ones that we think are great to start with, and they will make you money. So the first one is 5 mystery shop companies. And Ellis, and we say this one because that is a lucrative one. A lot of kings and queens make good money off Ellis. Presto Shopper, they are great also because they have what we call Insta shops. And if you know anything about mystery shops, usually they pay it's called net 30. You get paid 30 days later usually. So on Presto Shopper, they usually have shops that they call Insta shops. They get paid in 3 to 5 days. So I would do that one also. Market Force, they have a lot of fast food shops. My friend Carol has a friend. I have a friend that do Market Force, and she could get her kids food off of there. She got Wingstop one day. She got Little Caesars Pizza another day. So when her kids are out of school and she needs a way to feed them, or she wants to feed them and she wants to eat out, she will check and see if they have a mystery shop first. So she'll know, okay, I'm gonna get the food free, plus I can do the shop and make some money. So think about it those kind of ways. And you can use these things to cut costs also, because market force. If a lot of times they have food shops, and if you are, you want to get your kids something to eat, you can get them something to eat, do the shop, and get reimbursed for the food, and use that money that you spent initially on something else. Gig Spot, that's another good one. Gig Spot is like a is an app where a lot of mystery shop companies place the shops that they have available. Now, GigSpot is great because um, they have, again, several companies that put shops on there, but they also have phone and web shops. So if you do not like going at the house and you like staying in the house, GigSpot has phone and web shops. Not sure I have that many today, but they do have a lot of those. Last year they had more than this year for me. I have not had a lot this year. Like right now, I only have 10. But they also have brand ambassador positions where they pay 80 to $100 a day. I have an on-site evaluation that pays $25. That is really close to me. I have several of those. So there are so many things you could do for a gig spot. And lastly, Coil. Coil is a good one for mystery shops. You mystery shop hotels. So if you want to take a vacation, if you're going out of town, or if you're just looking for a hotel stay in town, check out the Coil site to see if they have any hotels that need to be mystery shop. For the 5 gaming sites, we picked these 5. Because people have earned money off them, and also again, they are known to be sustainable. You can earn money consistently off of these companies. These are good ones. The first one is Free Cash. And Free Cash, as many of you know, a lot of our kings and queens do free cash and have earned great money. We had one queen who earned almost $1,500. We had 2 queens that were paying their utility bill consistently off of free cash. So get free cash in your basket. Also, Cash Kick. Now, the kings and queens weren't earning as much as free cash, but Cash Kick was an alternative that had some of the same games as free cash. And you can earn not as much money, but you can earn money on Cash Kick also. So make sure you check that one out. Branded Games is just like our, its sister, I'll call it sister or brother, Branded Survey. It's just the game version of Branded Surveys. So we'll talk about Branded Survey on the survey sites, but it is just a continuation of Branded Surveys. Again, it is a great gaming site where you will play games. Again, its sister site is Branded Survey, but they have just made a game site. The Benjamin app, one of our queens told us about this one, and it is a good one to earn money playing games. We had queens earning consistent money off the Benjamin app. And this last one for games is Carol's favorite, Inbox Dollars. Now, you can do more than play games, but again, it is a great site to play games. You can also surf the web. What else, Carol?
You can read emails. I don't think they let you surf the web anymore. You can scan receipts now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all make sure y'all check them out. The 5 survey sites. And we've talked about this one during the live. Prolific is a good one. Prolific is a good one. That is, again, not your normal survey site. They tend to pay more money than the regular survey sites. So make sure you check out Prolific. Branded Survey, that is a good one. We had one king who was earning $300 a week on Branded Survey. So make sure you check that one out. Brock's panel, that is video surveys. So make sure you check that one out. Clink is another survey site, and also Pinecone Research. They have more than surveys. They also have product testing. So make sure you check that out. And the last is 5 task-based sites where you will complete tasks, and it depends on what the tasks are, which site you're on. It just depends. Those sites are Toloka, Click Worker, and we had, who was the queen? How much money did she make off Click Worker? And Queen Angela?
Queen Tanisha.
Oh, Tanisha? Oh,
She
okay.
posted it today. 511.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
MTurk, I have done MTurk. I used to key the receipts. They do still have this task, but it may not be as plentiful as it was when I was doing it. We had one queen today do Appen. I forgot what she said she earned. You remember, Carol?
Mm-mm.
And Taskverse. Again, these are all task based. If you can combine some of these sites, stack them on top of each other, you can create a great stream of income with each of these sites. And you will create them to where you won't have to go out and get a traditional job. A lot of these kings and queens here who do only side gigs and side hustles, they stack side gigs and side hustles. Anything else, Carol?
We at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Okay.
King Earl, he did Appen. He made some
Oh,
good money off of that one. Hey Earl, I saw he popped in here. He said, peace fam, I'm late. That's okay. Leonica says best play is just play.
okay.
Since day one says the play zone by money turn at Leonica. Ashton, he says you're welcome. UD says, oh, okay. Leonica says you're welcome. Meek says support these subscribers by using their referral links. Help them help you. And when you get hired, come back and share your link and we will continue the cycle.
Yes.
Leonica says, thank you. Since day one. UD says, I'm Android. Melody says, Meeks, can I at least create my account on my phone? And I don't think Meeks recommended that. Monique says, thanks so much. I just signed up for Market Force and accepted some phone shops. Wow, that was fast.
All
Go ahead,
right.
Monique.
Look at her. And I told y'all, you can sign up today.
Market Force is number 3. Yeah, be sure to run to Market Force. One of my friends makes 1,000 on a good month. Sometimes it may be like 1,400 on a good month with Market Force. Fast food shops. I didn't know they had phone shops, but I know they have the movie theater shops also. Me says, I'm not sure about that. To be honest, people usually run into some issues using their phone, and she's talking about signing up for Outlier, so she wouldn't recommend it. She says, if you're unable to use your laptop right now, catch the live replay and use one of the links then to be on the safe side. Ashton says, yes, free cash is good. Leonica says, I need to sign up for Market Force. UD says, did you say Coil? She did say Coil, not spelled COILCOYLE. Me says I made 900 plus from free cash. I haven't been on there in a while. It's still good, Queen. Congrats on the 900 plus. Earl says I'm on Prolific now. Laugh out loud. Leonica says Prolific having trouble verifying my phone number, saying it's not US based, which is weird. Might want to reach out to them, Queen. OU1 says, don't forget swag books still let you surf and search the web.
Okay. Oh, no.
Thank you. Me says, don't sleep on money time. That's a good one too.
Okay.
Earl is telling y'all, he's saying get at least 12 eggs, fam. Earl has about, I think he got
Yeah.
17 or 18 now, but he's telling you guys to get you at least 12 eggs in the basket. It's 20 on this list. Go and sign up to each one of them.
Yeah.
This is a good list to start with. Bianca says, I love Money Time. Been had it since 2024. Meek says, a friend of hers made $20 playing games on Money Time the first day she signed up. Wow. Earl says, December outlier earnings is paying most of his rent. Y'all see that?
Wow.
Congrats, Earl.
Congrats.
Tammy says, that's awesome, Meeks. Teresa says, this time Curl is not going to make it until the end. Laugh out loud. Girl, I'm finna go eat. Celia says, was one of them Benjamin? Yep. Tan did say Benjamin.
Yeah, I did.
Meek said, new referral link is incoming. Monique says, I already did the profile for Market for his regular shops, going back to the theater shops and completing the application for Coil. And Meeks just dropped another referral link. Y'all be sure to go sign up for Outlier. Earl said Outlier's pay for December is going to cover his rent, most of it. You did says my hand ain't moving fast enough. Laugh out loud. Cynthia says, great idea. Millionaire money making Meeks. Marie says, Outlier is not available in New York. They said the location is full. Oh no. You did
Handshake AI.
You did says Outlier is a mystery shop. Nope, not a mystery shop, Queen. Not that one. That one is training AI bots. Non-phone, no interview, side hustle. Lady Dimple says, thank you. We'll be signing up tomorrow and have a migraine. I hope you feel better, Queen. Jockey says, this week I got 23 cents on Money Time, $1.25 on Forthright, $2.50 on 25 clicks, $6 on Mode Earn, 6 on Best Play, 43 on Just Play, 120 on Pillar, and I got over, she said, way over 12 eggs. Congratulations, Queen. Ursula, hey, Queen. She says, liked and share. Thanks for more eggs to add. You welcome. Monique says, Leonica, you will have to complete your profile. There are different levels on Market Force to see the telephone shops. I completed my profile up to level 2 right now. Meek says, branded. She says, help pay for my vacation. I worked prolific a while on vacation and got spending money. She says, and we ate good every day on that vacation.
All right.
Mama G says, feel better, Lady Dimples. Leonica says, my profile level is at a 2 as well, Monique. And I completed it. Lady Dimples says, thank you, Mama. Leonica says, congrats. Way to go, sis. Jockey. Mama G says, congrats, Earl. Meek says, Outlier seems to have paused the hiring in New York and Cali. I'm guessing due to tax hiccups.
Yeah, probably so.
Jockey says, thanks, sis. Leonica, you did says the chat doesn't show on replay, Queens. I tried the last live when you gave away the laptop. So it takes a minute. You did. It's probably up now. You have to click on, I think it says view chat. And then the chat, it'll appear. Lady Dimple says, thanks, ladies. OU1, she says, Queens, what y'all think about joining MSPA for most mystery shoppers?
I don't think it's necessary. Some people do. I don't know if it's necessary to get any different type of shops. I think that is just basically trying to find the companies. I don't know if Queen Cynthia is in here to want to shed any light, but I myself don't think it's necessary.
Jockey says, thanks to Chicks. Meek says it shows you have to swipe left to view the chat. Leonica says, you're welcome, sis. And Meek says, most of those who used my link last time DM on Insta to let me know they watched the replay and saw my link. Oh, well, that was nice. Mama G says, awesome, Meeks. Mocha, she says, great evening, everyone. There are 1587 on Gig Spot. She has 21,000 in Pogo points, 33 in Fetch, and 19 points with Bing. Congratulations, Queen.
Okay. All right.
SJ, so Meeks, she put her Instagram platform up, her information, so that you could send your referral link to her. Brenda says Outlier isn't working in New Jersey anymore because of the taxes, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just hate that when they do that. They start out working and then all of a sudden it's gone.
It's over.
Same thing Cambly did with their
California.
platform. They cut out California and now they've cut out New Jersey. So it's like those two states cannot apply for Cambly anymore. It didn't used to be like that because they used to be open to everybody everywhere. But just recently they stopped California and they stopped New Jersey. Keisha says, Meeks, the link is saying it expired. Meeks says, yeah, the tax laws in some states are causing issues for remote positions. And a jockey says, you go, Mocha. And y'all don't forget to like and share because we are giving away more laptops. And I got the laptop right here. Now, you might not get this exact one, but we are giving them away. So y'all be sure to go and share this video. Make sure you leave us a comment and make sure you interact with us on these streams. Yep, she said the last link makes it that you posted expired. Well, it said expired. Me says, okay, for those who sent me their link, she says, please resend it. She says, so I can post an updated link. Drea says, has anyone noticed Echo reduced to 2 cents per question? I didn't notice, Drea. I haven't been on Echo. They wrong for that. Angela says, share. Thank you. Reba says, congrats again. Keep getting that New Year money. She says, celebrate bringing the New Year with that cash and a glass of orange juice. Celia says, I always be sure to like and share these lives. Thank you. You did. It says, okay, I'll try again. She says, thank you. I didn't notice that, Drill. I hate that. Don't want to pay no money. Get the people over there, then don't want to pay out. It's so crazy.
Right.
But I haven't been on Echo. I got paid out twice from Echo, and after that, I haven't been back over there. I think I got some money over there though, probably like a couple of dollars. Leonica says, "Hey, Drea." Cynthia says, "In my opinion and expertise, joining MSPA is a waste of your time and money." She says, "Doing mystery shopping is so easy and self-explanatory. The mystery shopping companies give you the guidelines to follow."
Thank you,
Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. She said, do the gaming apps track across the apps? Do the gaming apps track across?
Yeah, you mean like if you play free cash? I mean,
like a game on free cash and a game on inbox, and it's the same game? No. You would have to uninstall free cash if you go into like inbox dollars, or if you got an extra phone laying around, Queen, you could just do it from another phone or a tablet. Now, what we say is if you are wanting to purchase like an extra phone, extra tablet, don't go and spend your money. Play some of the games from whatever phone or tablet you have at the moment. And then the phones would run like what, $40, $50. You can go get one probably from eBay, Amazon, or Walmart. And then take that money that you earn from playing the game and go and purchase another phone. Play some of the other games, earn the cash, or survey sites, earn the cash, and then flip and get you another phone or another tablet. Thank you, Keisha. She says I liked and shared as well. Mama G says I have Lenovo, one of the best. I wanted to get another. I don't think have I ever had Lenovo Tan? I ain't never had Lenovo. I had the cheap one at Acer that blew up on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Lenovo is I won't say the lower version of an HP. Would I get one? Probably so, because I like HPs.
mm-hmm.
It's the cheaper version, I will say that.
Yes, Jay girl, you got some money on D-Scout? She says I got a notification that I was paid $10 from D-Scout while on the live.
All right.
Congratulations. Yeah, I ain't never had Lenovo.
Yeah, I have. I don't think I had one, but um yeah, never had one, but have I had one? I can't remember. I don't know, Chad.
I only had Dell, the cheap little Acer, and HP. That's all I've had, and I've had probably more Dells than anything. I think I've only had. I got two. Well, I got 3 HP. I got 2 desktops, and then I got this laptop. And then Dell, I still have the all-in-one Dell. Yeah. Now, if anybody wants to do D-Scout, I'm gonna drop the link here. Then we gonna exit stage left because I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I am hungry.
Oh.
Cooking Mama, you want money time? Do we got that on saying? We don't.
Money time.
I don't know if we got that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to look.
I sure don't.
I don't think so.
Let me see. I don't think we do. If you have an Android phone, Queen, money time, check the Play Store. I thought we had that one. Check the Play Store. Queen. Oh, Live Ops is only Spanish?
No.
I think they do, Ursula. I think somebody else mentioned that Clickworker asked for the SSN.
Yeah, they do. They do, because who gonna pay the taxes on the money?
Yeah. Thank you, Queen Forthorn. She says another good live Tan Kurt in chat. Congrats to all the wins shared. Thank you so much. Leonica Monique is asking if you can see the phone shops. You did. You all the way tapped in now, Queen. Yeah. Leonica says scrolling through the list now is 91 shops. Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, y'all.
All right.
We were talking about Lenovo. We got Lenovo, but you might not get this Lenovo. You might get something else. You might get the HP. But this is what we got right now. Lenovo. So we are giving away 3 more laptops. Now I got some heads. Let me see. I got them right here. Hang on, Tane. I got these headphones right here that we gonna probably have to give away because I got a box of them. Can you see them? Can y'all see these? They light up.
Oh, I don't have them. Oh, yes, I do. Mine white.
You should. Oh, you got them in white. Okay, so we're gonna give away these also, y'all. We might do it this week. I think it's like a gaming headset, but it'll work. You know, it'll work just fine. Let me see. Yep, it light up. It's got the LED. You can adjust the ear volume, noise canceling. So that's what y'all need, a noise canceling and
Mm-hmm.
LED. It's a gaming, it says gaming headset. But child, I got a whole box of them over here that needs to go to somebody else's house. So it'll work just fine. Somebody's gonna get these headsets. Somebody's. So y'all make sure y'all share, go tell a friend. And we have another TikTok. TikTok been giving us issues, so we created a backup. And once I get it together, I will let y'all know what it is. It's up. It's Two Chicks backup, but I don't think I got the link for it. Let me see. I don't think so. So y'all be sure to come over to TikTok. We still have the other page, but they gave me a strike. Boo, TikTok. But I just created a backup one, so just in case that one goes down, then we do have the backup TikTok platform.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all go over and follow us. Earl, you don't have TikTok? I understand, Earl. I understand.
Are you ready, girl?
I am. So we're gonna go on and get off of here, everybody. I hope y'all have a good night.
All right. See y'all. Let me try
We're
to
gonna
come
see
on.
y'all on the next live tan. So eager, y'all. I think she gonna get up in the morning and come on here. She wanna see y'all.
Yeah.
She
I ain't
said
gonna say. I ain't gonna say definitively.
I'm gonna push you to do it. That's all right.
Y'all have a good one.
He said 1 minute. I said 1 minute warning. Bye,
Y'all
y'all.
have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
That's so funny.